You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to this special broadcast today, the 5th day of April 2022. This is a special broadcast coming from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's disciple, and by the special grace of God, with the spiritual son on Biafra liberation and Biafra restoration. I have come today to address Soludo and few politicians from the Biafra land. As you all know, I speak for Biafra people, and I will do that speaking for them until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out to rejoin us. Before I go forward into today's program, I want to make it very, very clear that I have no personal problem with Soludo. I have no personal problem with Soludo. And I hope I will not have personal problem with him. But I have problem with Soludo on Biafra. The way, the manner and approach Soludo is going has made me to have problem with him. So, but that is not personal. I want entire Biafrans to understand today that I am going to analyze the interview that Soludo had with Seun of Channel Television. And I would want that after today, Soludo will retract from infringing on our civil right. He is not the only first governor. He is not the only one who has become a governor in Anambra State. He has not been the only first person to become governor in Biafra land. We have had several governors, many of them, including the one that just left, Obiano. So, in as much as I am not ready and the Biafra people are not ready to hear stories, if he think he have anything to offer for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which I believe he has something to offer. If he has something to offer, he should offer it and stop giving us unnecessary condition to serve the Biafra people and serve your people. Soludo activities, actions suggest that he is giving us condition to serve us. Please, if you are not hearing my voice, you go and watch Pastor Rose. Go to the YouTube and watch if you are not hearing my voice. People are hearing my voice, please. Go to YouTube. You are here. That's why you are not hearing my voice. So, if you are following the activities of Soludo, you will understand that Soludo is giving condition to serve the people of Anambra, and it is unacceptable. Soludo was voted in by just 300,000 people or so voted Soludo. I'm not even sure if they're up to 300,000. So he was voted to serve, not to give condition to serve. What he is doing is that I want to clean your dirty. I want to clean your poto. I want to clean the dirty in Onitsha. But remember, you have to give me your civil right and I will clean Onitsha. That is exactly what Soludo is doing. Soludo have come to do the job of Buhari, the dead Buhari, both the dead and alive, whether he's alive and dead. I want you to understand that Soludo in 2019 was named among the economic team of APC, President Buhari. I will call it President Buhari economic team because that is what he was, that is the administration he was serving. It was in September 2019 that Soludo was appointed to be part of the economic team of President Buhari in Nigeria. And I really do not want to talk about this thing I want to say today, but I'm going to shed my sword a little bit. I am not going to tell everything the way it is. I will have a reservation. This reservation will be for the next time when I will address Soludo. Soludo coming to become the governor of Anambra State was planned. And the Biafra people have been deceived. We never knew that it was planned by the Fulanis, and we can now see very clearly that it is planned by the Fulanis. So, Soludo coming to be the governor of Anambra State was a pre-planned something, and Biafra never knew about it. And you know what Soludo did? Soludo came and joined APGA. He used APGA to deceive all of you, right? He used APGA to deceive all of you. I want you to understand that the journey Soludo have embarked on today was the reason why he became the governor of Anambra State. It was the job. This cleaning dirty Soludo solution is just to deceive you. The main job Soludo have come to do in Biafra land, in Igbo land, in Anambra, is to stop Biafra. That is the number one task. If you are not thinking this way, begin to think this way today. And I'm going to give you, you see, my own is that I will not talk. I will not address you until you provoke me to do. And whenever I am addressing, whoever I'm addressing, I will always come with evidence. So today, I am going to do analysis and I will bring evidences from his own word, from his own mouth, and then also from when he was appointed to lead the economic, to be part of the economic team, Buhari. I want Biafrans to begin to think deeply. You see, Buhari can never appoint you as an Igbo man to be anything in his government without having a total conviction that you are 100% for Fulani. Buhari can never ever appoint you to be anything in his government without having a total conviction that you will serve the interest of the Fulanis. If you think that I am lying, go and prove me wrong. Bring your evidence that shows that the appointment Buhari have done from the day one, 2015 till 2022, whether anybody has ever appointed into his cabinet have done anything for Ndigbo. from Ngige to Amechi to Akpabio, all the people that Buhari appointed in their cabinet, the APC, everybody he has appointed. I want you to point one single person and tell me this person have done something for the interest of Ndigbo and Biafra people. Never. Now, let me also remind you, what I'm telling you now is complete truth. Of course, all of you may have forgotten, but that is why I am here. That is why I am here. Now, do you all remember when Nigeria planned to borrow money, to loan money from China, and that borrowing plan, the southeast of Nigeria, which is Ndigbo, which is where Soludo come from, was excluded completely. And let me tell you today, Soludo was part of planning that loan. And Soludo have insider, as an insider, he knew that the people that are planning to borrow money for Nigeria have excluded his tribe. And he did not call the attention of the people call themselves the caucus of the Senate as somebody who is representing the interests of Ndigbo, because he never did. I am just coming from, this is not, I am just, like I said, I am not going to go deep yet, because I want to have that conviction, benefit of doubt. Today, your eyes will open. You will see the reason why when the criminals that we have expelled, called the DOS, are running around them, we are using long spoon to deal with them. We are using long spoon to eat with Soludo because we are wise. Before Soludo begin to do gara gara gara, we already have him somewhere. We have analyzed him. We have addressed him, and we keep it in somewhere, and the thing is in the fridge, cooling. So I have decided to go and take small part of it, what we have in stock for Soludo this evening, to begin to tell you people Biafra, so that you will know who you are dealing with. So I am telling you now that when you see that the Fulani government plan to borrow money for Nigeria and it excluded Southeast, Soludo was part of that economic team. Are you aware of that? There is no way Nigeria will go to borrow money from anywhere in the world. And as a member of the economic team of Buhari, and Soludo is not aware of it. So he was aware of it, but he did not tell Ndigbo, that the people that he is deceiving today, that look, these people are planning to borrow money. I am part of this economic team. They have removed you. You are getting nothing from this thing, and this is very bad. Soludo concealed it, even to the extent that they went to the Senate. The day that particular loan was being, heard at the National Assembly, none of the senators were around except Abaribe. Abaribe was the one who raised objection. Ike Kweremado, all of them were sent somewhere for errand. They were not around. So Soludo was part of the people that planned the loan and approved that borrowing plan, because that is the job of the economic team. Do you understand me? All this while that Ndigbo, especially from 2015, that Ndigbo have been marginalized economically from 2019, Soludo was part of it, because the appointment was on September 2019. Let me bring it to you so that you will know that I'm not just making it up. Now, let me bring, because some of you have forgotten. So when we are making some kind of, when we begin to act somehow funny, you know what we know. You know that we have reason for acting like that. When you see me talking about Soludo, I have my reason. Okay. Now, I want you to look at the appointment of Soludo. Here is the appointment. The appointment read, or this article read, Soludo Rewan Salami named in Buhari new economic team. This is, you are looking at it live and direct. I did not say it. I did not say it. This was when he was appointed. President Muhammadu Buhari has replaced the economic management team with an economic advisory council. The president said on Monday, the replaced economic advisory council or whatever team was chaired by the vice president, Professor Yemi Osibanjo. The new EAC Buhari named on Monday had Professor Doyin Salami as the chairman. Professor Doyin Salami as the chairman. If you all could remember, when this appointment was given to Soludo, we, the Biafra people, objected it. We asked Soludo never to take it because it was more of an insult. Soludo was the most qualified person in that economic team, but they didn't ask him to chair the economic team. Rather, he became ordinary floor member as an ex-central bank governor of Nigeria. As a former central bank governor of Nigeria, Soludo overqualified to be the chairman of this particular economic team that was appointed in 2019. But Soludo did not chair it. Soludo accepted even to be ordinary floor member. I want to ask you today, how has the economy of Nigeria been from 2019 to now? Are you feeling the impact of Soludo from 2019 to 2022 or 2021? Did you feel the impact of Soludo part of the economic team in Nigeria economy? I don't need you to answer me. I will answer this particular question for you. The answer is no. There is no single impact of Soludo in the economic team because he did not participate. He did not bring his professionalism. He did not bring his expertiseness. He did not bring his brain to really work for Nigeria. And let me tell you, even if he does, Nigeria will never work. You can never see the impact because the country is gone. So, but I have come to tell you that Soludo is not the person you think he is. And that is why I have always, I look at these people, I laugh. Because what you don't know is bigger than you. Like I said, if I am reserving some things, not all, I am reserving some things because I still want to give him that benefit of doubt. Let me see the role he is going to play to bring Nnamdi Kanu out because people can change. So we are worried and you're wondering, why is Soludo so interested in sit at home? Why is Soludo so much interested in stopping sit at home? Everybody, including the young and the old, the big and the small, the rich and the poor, everybody that mean well have advised Soludo, soft pedal, that he can still develop Anambra without interfering in Biafra. He began to ginger the clergymen, he called the pastors, he called the churches, he called everybody, come. We must stop sit at home. It is destroying our economy. It is a lie. That was why they brought him and made him the governor of Anambra State. I am telling you, some of you may not know this, but I'm telling you today, Soludo is part and parcel of this Fulani government you see today. He was still the economic of the economic team until today, except when he became the governor. Otherwise, he should be the one to tell us when did his tenure, when did the tenure end from being the part of economic team of the Buhari, a failed economy. A failed economy. Now, I want to now shock Biafrans. Let me shock you now. Those of you that still putting your voice behind the so-called criminals in the DOS that we have expelled. Those of you who still follow them on social media. Do you know what you are doing? Let me tell you how you are going to end. You are going to end like Uwazurike. All of you. All of you will end like Uwazurike. There are a lot of people in Mosob today that really want Biafra, but they have not seen road yet. And I pray that they see road and join forces with genuine Biafrans to make Biafra come. But let me tell you, some of you will end like Uwazurike. I will not say some of you will end like Mosob, because Mosob is a group of people, just like, Mosob is different from being IPOB. IPOB is like the entire Biafra. But Mosob is a group of people who want to actualize Biafra, the movement for the actualization of Biafra, sovereign state of Biafra. So it is different from the indigenous people of Biafra as a nation. Now, you are going to end like Uwazurike. Let me tell you the history. Let me tell you the history, how Uwazurike ended. Do you know that during the Anambra, I'm going to tell you something that is deep today. That is why, God is with us, because anything we say comes from Chukwokike. Let me tell you something that is very deep. Do you remember during the Anambra State governorship election campaign? Do you remember that a man called Andy Uba was boasting how he ended Mosob agitation? How many of you remember? Andy Uba was boasting that he ended Mosob. He said he ended Uwazurike. How many of you remember? You remember? Let me tell you how they did it. Let me tell you how they ended Mosob and how they ended Uwazurike. And that is exactly what they want to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they have succeeded in getting the criminals. But the only thing that is different here, how they have failed, is that you have the autopilot, which Simon Ekpa is part of. No amount of money and threat can change us. No amount of intimidation can move us. So let me tell you how they what they want to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now is what I'm about to tell you. Soludo is going to do it. Now, what Andy Uba did is the same template. What Andy Uba did to Uwazurike is the same template that the Fulani asked Soludo to come to do. This particular governorship you see that Soludo was given today is not to rule Anambra State. It's not to rule Anambra State. And Soludo was too naive. I wouldn't say was. He is still very naive. He don't even want to hide it. He was too open. He was too, open and was fronting himself and doing this thing without knowing that there are smart people in this movement. This is not like before, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu surrounded himself with all these criminals. And of course, you wouldn't blame him, because those are the people that jump out immediately. Biafra. Immediately, the Biafra, everybody, some of them have nothing doing. They jump up and seek career in the movement. And that's why if anybody come close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they poison him. They poison her. They were giving poison to people anyhow. And they cake poison na Biafra land. And they cake poison they were poisoning everybody. Like you can see some of them bragging today, how they are going to poison some people in Europe. Some of them even say they are going to carry otapia in their pocket and be going from one country to another to be poisoning people who they believe have come to end their career. This is not a joke. If you want to look at those, if anybody should accuse anybody of, spilling the blood of Biafrans, it should be the criminals who were expelled in IPOB. They said it. They brag on social media. They brag on radio. They brag on television how they are going to pluck people's tongue. Some of them even bring knife on television. You saw them. On live broadcast, they brought knife, how they are going to cut somebody's neck. Some of them say they are going to behead some people's neck in Europe. All these things are evidences against the criminals in the US because these are their boys. So you can imagine where they are threatening people on social media, and the videos are there. You can imagine what they are doing back home in Biafra land. So all those people that are eating human beings, they are coming from the criminals in the US, all those cannibals. Now, let me also inform you how this Wazirike agitation ended. And you back came during the election campaign and said when Wazirike was doing his own, him and Yuba went to Wazirike, that he was one who freed all Mossad members that was arrested. He went to prison to free them. He was telling the story how he ended Mossad. And you order to say that before he went to Wazirike to prison, he made sure that he convinced all the commanders. He went and all the commanders of Raf Wazirike with him, and they went to prison. He told Raf Wazirike, you see, your commanders are with me. Raf Wazirike was explaining. If you watch it, I made the exposition. You know, my own is that if I do something 20 years ago, it is in my brain already. My brain is like that. I register it. Anytime I want to bring it, I bring it out. Some of you may have forgotten the program I made during that election, but now you are remembering because I'm reminding you. Wazirike opened his mouth during the Anambra campaign. He said, I was in the prison and Yuba came to me with my own commanders. I looked at him. What else can I do? If this succeeded to convince some commanders and brought them and they followed him to the prison, who am I? I gave up. Did you all watch the video? Did you watch the video, the confession of Wazirike? Wazirike said what Andrew Back told Biafrans during the campaign. Andrew Back said that thing on BBC Igbo interview. He said, he responded. He said, what Andrew Back told you is truth. That this man has his capacity. That this man can do this. That this man can do that. That this man released his people. That this man did that. That how he did it, he don't know. That Andrew Back came to prison with his own commanders. He looked at him and said, how did you manage to convince my commanders? That if you can convince my commanders, that means I am gone. So I agree. That was the end of Wazirike. That was the end of Wazirike's Biafra. So Andrew Back began to teach Wazirike how to collect money and make a living and make career out of Biafra struggle. So Wazirike came out from prison. He became what you see today. Now, the same thing they want to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have succeeded in gathering the criminals in the DOS that we have expelled. Now, they are going to be telling you, like you see, they are the one now accusing me of being Omnongo men. They said the DOS already. We have expelled them. I don't want to be mentioning their name, okay? They are the one already accusing me, accusing other Biafrans that are in the right track of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say you are all criminals. They say all the killings in Biafra land, you are the one doing it. They now begin to, even exclude the killers. They exonerate the killers. They say DSS is not the one killing. Fulani is not the one killing. It is now Simon Ekpa. It is now the autopilot. They even call us criminal gangs. They even, so Soludo have succeeded to get those criminals in the DOS. But the mistake of Soludo and why Soludo will not succeed is you have genuine Biafrans in autopilot. That did not happen during Wazirike's own. Wazirike did not have that, didn't build that solid movement. that you will have somebody or splinter group, if as you may call it, to take up from where Owazirike stopped while he was in prison. So Owazirike didn't have that. Now, they have succeeded. So now the message you'll be hearing from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be hearing in prison now, or in DSS dungeon now, is that the politicians are working with the DOS. Soludo is now working with the criminals in the US. They are doing well. It is Simon Ekpa is the problem now. Simon Ekpa is the only one having problem. He is now gingering boys. He is not gingering everybody. So Simon Ekpa is the only person creating problem. Nelly Ofebu is creating problem. These are the people that are creating problem. That is what I will be telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. Now, it actually is truth. Like what I have just explained to you now, it means that had it been that autopilot, they call us autopilot, we accepted. Had it been that autopilot did not come out, my brother, what you see in Owazirike, you are going to see it in IPOB. I am telling you, because some template they are using. If what I am saying makes sense by tomorrow, or if it didn't make sense to you, by tomorrow I will still come with a better, with a video to back up what I have just said now. A video on the Yoruba where he was explaining how he was Wazirike. And the video of Wazirike, the Yoruba came to prison with his commanders. And he has, so if you have cut commanders and convinced my commanders, what else can I? Wazirike gave up. That was how Wazirike up Biafra. So my people, what this Soludo is doing. Soludo is, is here to stop Biafra, to stop agitation, and it will not happen. We are going to tell him that the spirit of 5 million people that died and are yearning for freedom, they are positive. We're going to tell Soludo that when you think that you are governor, when you think that you have, and all that you have looted money in Nigeria, we are going to tell you that God, created us specially. The people you see on autopilot today are the kind of agitators you can never ever in Biafra land. We are being selected by circumstances. We found ourselves as a group in autopilot because our product of circumstances. And let me tell you, that is how 100 men will come. Watching a brother called Paul. If you are watching me now, I must thank you because you are doing a great job. Paul said that Paul made a video. I don't know Paul. I don't know his second name. Paul made a video. And make sure that this video Simon Ekpa, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa need Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is deep. That is deep. That Simon Ekpa, if this video get to you, remember that the people expelled from the criminals that are expelling begin to compile their name as the people that make 100 men. That is another deep word. So I must thank that young brother Paul. That is how to know who is genuinely. It is not about who is fronting it, who is saying it, where it is coming from, and all that. Paul Onwubiko. Somebody say the name is Paul Onwubiko. So yes, call Paul Onwubiko. I must recognize you specially because that was wisdom. But not when I mention. I don't need to say it, and they will start coming to you. Attack Simon Ekpa. You have been sacked. Of course, nobody sacked you. You have been selected, because you stand by the truth. Not all those people that are looking for how to penetrate us and all that and get information to give to the enemies. You know, some of them, we know them. They will come and they will be laughing and they'll pretend as if they are autopilot. They only come to get information and they will use it to work against us. But one thing is that the level we are operating, both in spirit and physical, if you try it just 1-2 times, we catch you. And when we catch you, we kick you out. You will not even know that you are gone. You will not even know that the train have left you. That's how we do. Some of them know themselves. The train have left them. What they do now is to run from one platform to another. Some of them have even spoken to me. I have never spoken to them before in my life. But when you see where they are analyzing their video, they say, this one was part of autopilot. He was an insider. He is this, he is that. Now he left them. So let us go and use him. He knows them. I am telling you, so when I look at them, I laugh because some of these people they are talking about, I have never spoken with them. They have never been part of what we are doing. They are not part of our media team, not to talk of, I don't even know. I have never spoken hello, hi with them. But when you see where they are saying, oh, he was part of them, just because somebody is supporting and talking about autopilot on social media does not mean that he's part of what we are doing. We know those we can trust. Believe me, we know people we can trust. We know people we don't trust. So we will watch you for a very long time before we bring you closer to what we are doing, because it is not by crowd. When we need crowd is when we go to protest. That's where we need crowd. We don't need crowd in our planning. We don't need crowd in how to execute things and all that. We don't need crowd. So those of them who will be running from one platform to another, they are gone. The train left them. They are not there. They are neither there and there. So that is how it goes. Now, I want to now begin the analysis of the interview that Soludo granted on channel television. Very, very, very important. Very, very important. Now, before I bring this video to the screen, I have given you background of who Soludo is. I have given you background of why Soludo is fighting tooth and nail to see the sit at home to stop, because he is very close to Fulani people. He's very close to the federal government. He is working for them. But he come under APGA and use APGA to deceive Biafra people. Now, if he changes tomorrow, I will also be the one to recognize that he have changed. If he be part of those who will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow, I will also be one of those who is going to praise and acknowledge him for doing that. Because my own concern is to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. And let me tell you people, no matter what, do not give up on sit at home. No matter what. I was also watching and listening to that Paul. Paul said that if Anambra had, succumbed to Soludo, he would have just given up Biafra. And believe me, I must say that is another, because he was not the only one thinking like that. A lot of people are, because Anambra have the key to some certain things. So we can never allow Soludo to come from Abuja and deceive them and crash this Biafra movement. It can never happen. Now, and let me tell you, Soludo is going to continue to try. The enemy, the devil, they never give up. But the more he try, the more powerful we become. The more he try, the more awareness he create for Biafra. That is one secret about this whole thing. If Soludo is not doing this thing, you'll not be hearing Simon Ekpa from the mouth of Seun television. If Soludo is not doing this thing, you will not be hearing Simon Ekpa from Facebook. You will be hearing it from Girat alone. The sewage rat and the Nigerian media. You can never hear Simon Ekpa from the Shehu, but Shehu have been compelled to begin to speak as the Biafra spirit lead. So he will be forced to mention my name. And that is why, if this is not happening, you will never know those who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who turn around and tell the European Union, tell Finland, tell America, tag this and tag that to go and hold Simon Ekpa responsible. And they turn around again to tell you they are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. But I am doing what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done, and this is not a crime. I am doing that thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, and it is not a crime. But they are tagging it crime now. And at the same time, blaming Nigeria. These are the people that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what they are waiting for me to do now is that to start analyzing it, because they are looking for any way they can nail him. But that is never going to happen. Now, listening to Soludo. This broadcast is going to end in the next 30 minutes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the program. This is Thunder Politics live on Channels Television. I'm Sean in Abuja. Tonight, we will be having some frank conversations about governance, policy, and politics of Nigeria. It's over 2 weeks since there was a change in the leadership and governance in Anambra State. As we saw, Professor Charles Soludo took over from Minister Willie Obiano. Albeit it was something incident which almost overshadowed the real essence of the importance of that event. On that day, promises were made, commitments were given, a new agenda cited perhaps, and new expectations emerged in the minds of the people of the southeast state of Anambra. But how far all the promises and the hopes have been built? Today is almost 3 weeks or more that a new man in the saddle are taking over the hands of affairs. My first guest tonight on the program has been a governor before, but in Abuja, when he led the Central Bank of Nigeria, he served recently as one of the advisors to the president on the economy. He was elected last year as governor of Anambra State and took over from Willie Obiano. Professor Charles Soludo joins me virtually from Anambra State.
Excuse me. Yes.
Thank you so much, Prof, for joining us tonight. Let me begin by asking you. You made big promises and you have big plans which you tie to the Soludo solutions. But with the resources you met on the ground, do you have now the wherewithal in government what it takes to execute those fantastic ideas that they have captured in the Soludo solutions agenda?
Let me say this. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, Shem. And it's really a great pleasure. We were sworn in on the 17th of last month, and barely 2 weeks now on the saddle. Yes, we've had chance now to see what's on ground. I applied for this job. For better or for worse, we're going to try as much as we can give it our all to deliver to the people of Anambra State. No excuses. The challenges are there, and the challenges were still going to be there.
You are already giving excuses. So don't say no excuses. You are already giving excuses. Your number one excuse now is that sit at home must stop, that you are losing 19.6 billion naira every sit at home. That was your campaign. So you already giving excuse. So this is number one excuse. And it is the beginning of your failure if you continue to do that. Alenora say it is echoing. So let me again not refresh, but remove the echo from the stuff, and here we go. All right.
Nobody promised that it was going to be an easy ride, a walk in the park. without challenges, and so on. And you may expect that the depth is maybe, you are climbing a hole, you are getting into a hole of 10 meters deep, but you may get there and it is 1,000 feet deep, but you still got to survive. And what I want to say, and I'm fairly confident, in spite of all the challenges, humongous as they are, and they will continue to be, and actually being complicated by the humongous security challenges now around the country and the southeast and Anambra. But we've got no excuses. We've got to mobilize our people, mobilize the resources that we can lay our hands on. There are all kinds of some creative financing options that we're going to explore. And the most critical resource that we have happens to be our people, the people of Nigeria, the people of Anambra, the southeast, the diaspora capacity that we have, and the talent and skills embodied in this critical resource, and that is the people, the skills, the technology available as well. We're going to knock on every door and leverage every possible instrument that we can lay hand on to build this livable and prosperous homeland. So yes, you're right. The challenges are there, but we are undaunted by them. We shall overcome. I'm fairly confident about that. That the Soludo solution agenda will be on course, and we've already hit the ground running. In 2 weeks, what we've been able to even do, especially get cracking on the number one existential threat. The number one existential threat today in Nigeria is security. The issue of law and order, the total breakdown of law and order nationwide, and the Southeast in particular. We've got cracking on that. And we've had several engagements, so we're going to engage like no other time.
You see, we have several engagements. We are going to engage like no other time. And who told Soludo that the issue in the Southeast is insecurity? The insecurity in the Southeast is man-made insecurity, is government-made insecurity. The insecurity is, has been created by the same government of which Soludo served as one of the economic team. So I want to ask Biafrans, did you hear that anybody was attacked last Monday? At least I did not hear that. Did you hear that anybody was attacked or there was any crisis anywhere? You did not hear that. Why? Because the same people decided not to come out. The same government who have been going around to blackmail the sit at home. It was when Soludo decided to come out, they did not come out. What does that tell you? The time Soludo called everybody to come to church, that was when this unknown government did not come out. Because the people that are doing these killings are the same military. They didn't come to attack Soludo. Soludo is part of them. Soludo is part, at least if Soludo don't know them, they know Soludo. If Soludo don't know them, they know Soludo. If Soludo claim that he don't know them, it means that the people who sent Soludo to come and stop Biafra agitation knows them. That's why they instructed them never to come out. So see anybody attacking anybody last Monday, you can never see anything like that. I did not hear that. Did you hear? If you hear, tell me. I didn't hear. I hear that anybody attacked anybody last Monday, but people sat at home. Nobody was forcing the sit at home. Now, let us continue.
We're going to engage differently and very seriously. We're going to engage all the stakeholders, the good, the bad, the ugly, in this. I've been educated that the kinetic, the law enforcement officers deal with the kinetic part of it, which is the force. But you need even more than force now to be able to deal with the problems. Engagement is critical, and we've already got started very strong.
You see, I hope you understand the English language. You need more than a force. That is English. I am not an Englishman, okay? But say you need more than a force. It means that you need force. The force they have applied before is too small. So they need more than a force. He did not say that you need not just force. but also to apply some kind of diplomacy and all that. He said you need more than a force. So this is English language. And I will leave it for those of you who studied English to now go and interpret what he said here, that you need more than a force. What does that tell you? Does it, does it tell you that what he want to say, or the impression he was giving is that you need more than a force means that, no, you should not be coming with a force. But he went further to say, you cannot kill ideology by gun. You see, he is the one who told you that he's going to bring more military to Anambra State to stop the sit at home. So if you speak English, he's a professor and he has been schooling and studying with English language. So he knows what is English. He knows English very well. He did not study and become professor with Igbo language. So what he said here means that, he is bringing more than a force. So I want you people to interpret that. Okay? Those who studied English in school, okay? I am coming with more than a force. You know what that means. All right. Let's continue.
We've announced the end of the sit at home, and our people, the leadership of the Southeast, the traditional rulers and bishops, archbishops, and the entire clergy are with us on this. IPOB is with us on this. And we are moving forward on this. Tomorrow there will be statewide and even Southeast regional prayer sessions.
Which failed.
Churches and everywhere.
Which failed.
And that will officially mark the end of the sit-at-home.
Which failed.
Agenda. Of course, the criminals are going to resist, try to play.
Are you hearing that?
Here and there, but I mean, we keep prodding on. There is no.
This is where Soludo tagged the people that resist, or the people that claim that sit at home must continue, especially when people are voluntarily sitting at home. He tagged them criminals, of which me, Simon Ekpa, is part of, because I want people. I am going by the majority of the Biafra people. I follow the people. I don't impose on the people. I follow the people. The people want to sit at home, and what did I do? I support them. I follow them. That is the kind of leadership that makes meanings to people's life. You listen to people because you serve them. You are not ruling them. You are not a ruler. You serve the people. You listen to people. So I follow the Biafra people who decided that they must stay at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I follow them. Anaha emetiana garagara. Now, Soludo is calling people who insist that they are going to sit at home as criminal. Is that, like as I am insisting now that the people that are ready to sit at home must be allowed to sit at home, and they are the entire Biafra people. Soludo say they are criminals. Is it good? Is it good for Soludo to brand anybody that is insisting that they are going to sit at home as criminals? No, you see, that is the overzealousness. That is why I use the word overzealousness. Overzealousness. Go and check the meaning in dictionary. Soludo should not allow his overzealousness to destroy and put out the life of our women and children in danger. What he is doing now is what he was told from Asorok. I have given you background of who he is. And I've given you background of what they are trying to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what they did to Wazirike. That thing you see that Wazirike is doing today is what they want to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they have succeeded in getting the criminals in DOS. But how God punished them is that those people, criminals, are no longer in charge. Biafrans no longer listen to them. They no longer speak for Biafrans. We, the autopilot, I speak the voice of the Biafra people. And they know that what I speak is exactly the mind of the 70 millions of Biafrans. So the people they are having meeting with, nobody listening to them again. They have lost because everybody have come to know that they are criminals. And I have just given you exactly a very good illustration and example of what happened to Wazirike. That is what they are trying to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They first of all gathered the commanders of Wazirike, took them to prison to meet with Wazirike, told Wazirike, look, your commanders are with us. So what do you leave this thing and all. That was how Wazirike was released. Tomorrow, I am going to come with the video to analyze it. The video of Wazirike and the video of Andy Uba, who did it. Now, the same template they want to use to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it will not work.
No, sorry, don't leave. No, sorry. We must get
I think
quiet.
If I may cut in quickly, Prof, on the whether or not some criminal elements might take advantage and their government and your stance on this issue of sit at home and all of that, because we're getting report that TSN or the IPOB or what they call the Simon Ekpa boys stormed the Oko
Did you hear that? Shegu opened his mouth and said Simon Ekpa boys. Who told Shegu that Simon Ekpa have boys that will go and start shooting at Oko? Where did the Shegu get the intelligence that Simon Ekpa boys? Simon Ekpa boys. Those boys that were shooting all this while, whose boys are there? I want you to listen to him again. Listen to him. He said Simon Ekpa boys, because that is the narrative they asked them to sell, the narrative, so that, they will do their shenanigan and all that. But what they don't know is that I am a tipper that carries sand. When you hit your hand, when you hit me, you will feel the pain. So I'm not somebody you can come and just blackmail with all this nonsense they are doing in Nigeria. They are doing journalists. You can't blackmail me and go free without getting a hit of it. So I want him to tell me who gave him intelligence, or the intelligence report that the people shooting gun are Simon Ekpa group or Simon Ekpa boys. He even says Simon Ekpa boys. Listen to him. But the good part of this whole thing is that it is going to bring the real agitators out. And that is what they are doing. And they must not go back. They should continue to mention Simon Ekpa's name. Let us go there.
On the whether or not some criminal elements might want to take advantage and their government and your stance on this issue of sit at home and all of that, because we're getting report that TSN or the IPOB or what they call the Simon Ekpa boys home and all of that, because we're getting report that TSN or the IPOB or what they call the Simon Ekpa boys. We're getting report that TSN or the IPOB or what they call the Simon Ekpa boys stop.
Simon Ekpa boys. I do not know where Shegu or Shehu or whatever they call him is getting a report of Simon Ekpa boys. Where did you get the intelligence? Who told you Simon Ekpa have boys that are shooting gun? You see, this is the problem. This is the problem of these people in Nigeria, the corrupt media. Once, because they have the media, they control the media. Once you give them money and they say blackmail this person, they do it immediately. But one thing about it is that even the people that are listening to me today are more than people that listen to them. I am telling you, as I'm talking to you now, I have 18,000 people watching me live and direct. On YouTube alone, we have about 4,600 within 1 hour. Within 1 hour, 4,600 on YouTube alone. So people don't even watch them. Even with 1 million, channel television have about 1 point something million is it on YouTube or Facebook or so? They have over 1 million. But go and look how many people watch them. They don't watch them at all. So it is us that watch and listen to their junk. We are listening to them. Here alone on YouTube, you are seeing 4,700 people watching. I have 18,840 people watching this program, live and direct, within 1 hour. So, so when you talk about who control the media, we control the media. Because people that doesn't listen to them, they listen to us. And now, they are also marketing and trying to blackmail and slander our name, all manner of frivolous report and libelous report and all that. People will go to know what Simon Ekpa is going to respond. So, and when they come to see what I will respond, they know that they have lied. So as they call Simon Ekpa, somebody will say, who is this Simon Ekpa? Let me go and see. They say Simon Ekpa have responded. Somebody will go and see what Simon Ekpa responded. And of course, you cannot listen to my State of the Nation address where I address Soludo and you remain the same. And you can never remain the same, except you are just a devil and demonic. You can never listen to how I address them and you remain the same. So why is this guy called Seun coming to say the report we are getting? Getting the report from where? The report from Kano Tankano, a criminal Kano Tankano that want to sell his brother because of kingship. Let me tell you today, Kano Tankano want his brother dead because of kingship. Because of kingship. Kingship because of kingship. Kano Tankano want to kill his brother. He has done it when he was kidnapped from Kenya. He concealed the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He never wanted anybody because he thought they are going to kill him. He knew that he was kidnapped. He concealed it. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not killed, what is he doing now? He is posting on Twitter, tagging European Union, tagging Foreign Ministry of Finland, tagging America, tagging everybody to caution Simon Ekpa. He even said that Simon Ekpa was the one who killed the road safety officers. That is the length he is going to make sure that they use that thing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because what I am doing now, what I am saying, the broadcast I'm broadcasting now, the awareness I'm creating now was exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing. And I said, the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must not be allowed to die off. That his labor must be protected. And we protect and guide it jealously until he come out and join us if he did not come out with Biafra. But what is the guy doing? He wants Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dead. He said that thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing before they kidnapped him is a crime. He said that the broker Simon Ekpa is making is the reason why they have killed somebody and killed 2 road safety officers in Biafra land. So that Simon Ekpa is responsible. Indirectly indicting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the wicked of blood. When you say he's a blood brother, he is not. I don't know, it's only the mother that knows. So who knows whether he's a blood brother to our leader? Because you cannot be a blood brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you see somebody who is doing what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether you like that thing or not, and then you go and start tagging the person a criminal. Automatically, you are calling your brother criminal. If you say that what I am saying is the reason people were killed, automatically you are saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brokers made people to die. But he knows what he's doing. And that is why no amount of blackmail, libelous accusation against me or against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will hold water. Because law is different from what, when you come to law, prove your case beyond reasonable doubt. Is different from what all these illiterate are doing on social media. So Kanu is directly wanting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dead. He didn't stop. We thought that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu survived in Kenya, that it is going to be a little bit easier. No. And let me also tell you, it is not only Kanu. We have now information that our leader's sister, the one that is in Nigeria, the ex-police officer, is now trying to because all of them have their own men now. They have their own hit squad. The people that go around and kill people. We have the intels that they are planning to start writing people's name and visiting them in their homes to be killed. We have the intel that very soon they are compiling name of people in Biafra land, name of commanders and all that they are going to be announcing on a radio Biafra, and they will be giving the address to the Nigeria government and the army to go and look for them and kill them. The sister of our leader. You see, if I open mouth, some of you will disappear. And don't push me to open that mouth, because there is nothing you people are doing we don't know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon. Some of you are hiding and claiming you are the brother, you are the sister. Meanwhile, you are controlling militants. You are controlling criminals in Biafra land. And you know yourself. You control criminals. You give them guns. They kill people. You will be exposed when the time comes. If I have to do that. But you are still gallivanting. Like, you know, all of them, they are sitting very well, but they commit crime. Nigeria government don't know this. They don't know this. They want to call Simon Ekpa. They do all those things. They begin to talk about Simon Ekpa just to get to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing more. I want to ask Biafrans, must it be under you that Biafra will come? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the reason why I joined this struggle. Apart from the freedom for Biafra people, I want to see seriousness of the agitation before joining it. And he is the only one I am following. And he is the only one that will talk to me and I will listen to him. I am telling you, it is public. He is the only one that when he come out today, first of all, I will go and enjoy myself in a cruise for 1 week. I am telling you, if he come out today, I have done something for him. I will go for 1 week break. So, you know, if you listen to some of them, they're already saying, oh, some people are saying, oh, yeah, this Simon Ekpa is a problem. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out now, he is going to fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to where? Fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for what? To do what? Let me tell you, I am going to work with anybody, everybody, to make sure that Biafra come. And it is very, very imperative for the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that has gone very far in getting Biafra. I am not a stupid person. When I started this agitation, when I joined, I know a lot of people, all of them, Tony Nadi them and co. Oh, come and join us. Oh, come and do this. Oh, come on. If I am a stupid person and want to just be, you know, wasting my time for Biafra agitation, I would have joined other people that, you know, that I think are more decent. Believe me. But I know agitation is a very dirty thing. So if you want to agitate for freedom, freedom comes with dirtiness, very dirty. You must be ready to get dirty. So I don't want to go and join all those people that come and wear fine suit, you know, like me. I wear fine suit, but I'm dirty too. You know, come and wear fine suit and you looking for when Mazi Nnamdi cannot travel to America, you go there and give speech. When he traveled to Germany, you go there and give speech. You know, I don't want to be part of those kind of agitation. I want to agitate and I want to make history. And you see, I am making history already. So I want those people that are tagging America, tagging Finland, tagging those things. I am waiting for any day somebody will contact me, because that is going to be the beginning of the show. When somebody will contact me, I am calling you Simon from so place. We heard that you have criminals in Nigeria. We have that you are agitating for freedom and you have criminal gangs. We heard that you're criminal. I am waiting for any day somebody will come to me and ask me such question, because that will be the beginning of a new dawn. You know, until somebody, you know, so let them continue to kick the toad. You know, toad is when you kick the toad, you think you are trying to kill the toad. No, as you kick the toad, you are helping the toad to get to the destination where he's going. So when you think you are calling Simon Ekpa criminal, people are going to pay attention to Simon Ekpa, because they are just hearing it from the first time from your mouth. Seun now, who calls Simon Ekpa, somebody is going to hear it for the very first time. Who is Simon Ekpa? I want to check Simon Ekpa. The person will check me and follow me, and he's glued. He can never leave my program, because my program is divine. When I speak, you know that God have blessed this guy. And there are many of me in Biafra waiting to join. So my people. I even listened to some people say, oh, he's going back to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started long time ago. They thought he was. No. When the music change, step change, I can never change. I am who I am. That Simon Ekpa, you know, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, is the same person you see today. But you know what? I have different colors. I have different characters. The one you want me to bring, I bring it to you. So if you want me to be a very classy man, I will give you a classic man. If you want me to be a very rude boy, I will be a rude boy. If you want me to be Agboru, I'll give you Agboru. If you want me to be a pastor, I will give you a pastor. Anything you want me, I am. I am telling you. That is one thing I am. That is why I'm different from others. So if you want me to be a child, Ipaja, to begin to carry sand like Africa, I will do it. And I will do it very well. So I want you to listen to Soludo.
On this issue of sit at home and all of that, because we're getting report that ESN or the IPOB or what they call the Simon Ekpa boys stormed the Oko drive around Ekula of their axis, shooting sporadically. What looks like daring your stance on this issue when you met the traditional rulers on IPOB. I'd like to get your reaction to that and perhaps your next move on what has become a daring game from these elements.
Well, nobody says again that it's going to be a walk in the park. Things have gone bad so badly, and there are now criminal elements that profit from the current order of things. Don't expect that they will come clapping, because getting law and order, getting the place that you will actually be taking them off their major sources of livelihood, and which is criminality. They are kidnapping, snatching cars.
I don't understand what is kidnapping, snatching cars got to do with civil disobedience in Biafra land and sit at home. I do not understand what Soludo is trying to do here. I do not understand what Soludo is trying to present here, the narrative Soludo is bringing, connecting Simon Ekpa, connecting criminals to sit at home, connecting, I don't know what they are trying to bring out here. Kidnapping is happening all over Nigeria. Do you have sit at home in Kaduna? Do you have sit at home in Abuja? Are there not kidnapping? Are there not criminality? Are people not being killed? As I'm talking to you this evening, I am going to show you the video. Before I leave this program, I'm going to show you the video of the Nigeria military killed by the terrorists today. You know what they will do is that they will never show you the video. I am going to show you the video. They invented military camp and killed them. When they tell you they killed 10, it's a lie. They killed more than 20, 30 military men. And you don't see Soludo and co. You don't see the governor from Kaduna. You don't see the air bombardment that Soludo is threatening Biafra. You don't see that. You don't see that. So Soludo, I don't know why Soludo, this is, you see, of course, if you listen to this program from the beginning, you will know the reason why Soludo is doing that. Because Soludo is part of the Fulani government. He was just coming from being an economic team, the member of economic team. He was the one who was overseeing when the Igbo was sidelined from Chinese loan. I have explained it from the beginning that when Nigeria borrowed money, planned to borrow money, and they sidelined the Igbo, that the Southeast did not get one farthing. Soludo was part and parcel of the people that supervised the loan plan. And Soludo saw, as a member of the economic team of Buhari, Soludo saw that this particular borrowing plan did not include the Southeast, and he didn't raise their land. So this is a man who is serving the interests of Fulani. How do you expect him to fight for Biafra people? How do you expect him to fight for Anambra? Is carrying dot in the number. Let him begin to do something that we are going to see. Not just saying in the amount with the mouth, oh, I'm going to do this, Soludo solution, Soludo plan, Soludo. Start doing it. Let the work speak for itself. not promoting and talking, and then you use it to campaign for the stop of sit at home. No, we are more smarter than you. No. The time you are using analog brain, we are very smart. So I want people to listen to how they are connecting sit at home to kidnapping and all. Kidnapping has been there even before sit at home. Kidnapping is happening in Yoruba land. Kidnapping is happening everywhere, all over Nigeria. There are kidnapping going on every day. So even the one that happened when they bombed the trade, they kidnap people. What has kidnapping got to do with sit at home? If there is criminal anywhere, go after the criminal. Why are you connecting criminals to Biafra struggle? Why are you tagging the people sitting at home as criminals? Or why do you tag people who want to sit at home as criminals? That is unacceptable, Soludo.
Mandatory looting and stealing and so on and so forth, and they've become very comfortable with this, as it were, and that's their source of life, that's their livelihood, as it were. There's huge criminal element. We don't expect they're going to walk away without a fight. No, but
Soludo, the criminal element here, if anybody is a criminal, the criminal element are those people that you are having meeting with, called the DOS. Canon Takano and Co. They are the criminals. They are the ones who have murdered our people, killed our people in Biafra land. The evidences are there. They are the one who give poison. They kill by gun, they kill by poison. Anybody that did not agree with them, they kill them by poison. If they couldn't kill you by gun, they send somebody to go and put otapia in your food. So we so the people you are dealing with are the criminals. I don't know whether you are aware of that. That is why Biafra no longer listening to them. You have campaigned for to stop sit at home. Did anybody listen to you? They also have announced that. Did anybody listen to them? And I want to ask Biafrans today. They told you from 1st of April 2022, there is not going to be cow meat, Fulani meat in Biafra land. All Fulani meat has been banned in Biafra land, everything. They have defeated them. They defeated these DOS criminals. Do you hear them talk about cow meat again? It is gone. It is gone. They told you on Radio Biafra, 1st of April, you must not see any cow meat in Biafra land. Anybody the 15th of April or something, we must not see. Are they not still seeing do you see any sign of Fulani cow meat living in the Biafra land? They can't do it again because Soludo have succeeded. The only thing that remaining for Soludo now is that if he thinks that he can succeed to stop the sit at home, the next thing is that he will gather people and go to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison and tell him, oh, you see, all your men are here with us. Everything they have, all the order they have given to Biafra, they have cancelled it. They have cancelled the Fulani cow. They have cancelled the ban on Fulani cow. They have cancelled the ban on ESN. They have cancelled ESN. They have collected ESN gun. They have done this. Everybody, ESN have come to embrace amnesty and blah, blah, blah. That is what they did to Wazirike. You see, they always copy from autopilot. When Soludo has been shouting for amnesty, 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 until I address him. Because the people don't have brain. The one they call Kano Takano, he didn't go to school. I don't know which school he went to. He can't think for himself. So anytime we post something to debunk Soludo and respect to Soludo, they copy it. They copy it. They copy the thing. You see him today. After we have responded to Soludo that we cannot trade and exchange our freedom for amnesty, he came and they say exactly the same thing we say. The other day, it was the one they called the Chinas slave because they don't want me to be mentioning their name sometimes. The other day, I made a program. Before the program finished, he copied it and posted on his page. They can never think for themselves. They always copy. They can never think for themselves. Their brain are adulterated brain. Brain are ishaki. And these are the people who have been killing our people all these years. For the past 10 good years, they wasted the life of our young men. Today, they have given up on Biafra. They give up on Biafra. Because they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they wanted him dead. He didn't die. Today we have risen up to stand where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been standing. And they are all confused. They say they are going to destroy us. They say they have media. They say they control media. They have their Irat. And now they have come to understand that Ndini Nehaji as media are achikote ekwono. They have come to understand that the people, the so-called media team, are all illiterate. Team Pataka, they could not stand ordinary Simon Ekpa. Ordinary Simon Ekpa, they could not stand. Now they are calling a European Union on Simon Ekpa. Ordinary Simon Ekpa, who is nobody. You are calling America on Simon Ekpa, who is nobody. You are calling a Department of State on Simon Ekpa, who is nobody. You are calling everybody, the Foreign Ministry of Finland on Simon Ekpa, who is nobody. Because you have come to realize that all the people they have as media team are all illiterate. Nditi Boribo, people that never crossed the four wall of any school. They have been the one that are misrepresenting Biafra people and made people to be calling us miscreant. In the beginning, before we joined, before the, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Afujuganya, the man have seen a lot. Before we joined this Biafra struggle, do you remember it was miscreant they used to call you in IPOB? It was miscreant. We came and bulldozed everywhere to know that the people that are fighting for Biafra are not miscreant. We are professionals, employed, CEOs. We are bosses. We give jobs to people. So they came, when they begin to see a new dimension and changing the narrative of yesterday. People did not know, the step we have gone to. Since I joined the struggle, and since a lot of people joined the struggle, nearly Madam Oyibo, all of them joined the struggle, it is step by step. We started from changing the narrative of yesterday. We changed that narrative. Do you know how many narratives we have changed? Do you know how far we have changed the narrative? We have changed the narrative of a miscreant, calling you miscreant. You can never see anybody calling you miscreant anywhere. It is us that we call those miscreant. But you don't see Nigeria government addressing you as a miscreant. We succeeded in changing and removing the criminals in the US, and we succeeded. We succeeded in making sure that those people who always call Biafra Biafraud are no longer calling them Biafraud. Do you see anybody calling you Biafraud anywhere? So we have changed a lot of narrative. Narrative of yesterday have changed. A lot of them. You can help me to list a lot of narrative we have changed. And then after that, we went to a different stage, which is restoration of Biafra and liberation of Biafra. Now we are in liberation of Biafra. So it is stage by stage. And it is happening. Before even entering the liberation of Biafra, we enter different stage. Some people will say, oh, he was using changing of narrative yesterday. Now he's not using it again. Because Ibu Itim Pataka, you are an illiterate. A very, very dangerous and smelling illiterate. Because you don't know it is step by step. You don't expect me to use changing narrative of yesterday until Biafra come. We have left you behind. That is why you cannot see me using changing narrative of yesterday, because narrative of yesterday have been changed. That is why everybody is embracing Biafra, embracing IPOB. When we join this movement, a lot of people don't want to associate themselves with you. A lot of people don't want to have anything to do with IPOB. We came in and give them the reason why to join hand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even if they don't want to be oath member, we gave them the reason to join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is truly fighting for Biafra restoration. And they joined. They supported financially, they supported physically, and prayers. Some of them didn't take oath, but they committed themselves financially. It is because of us that come to brush this movement. If you call it bragging, let it be bragging, but it's a fact. It's a fact. We won so many souls. Every day we convert people through our brokers and exposition. People come to know more about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that didn't know before. People come to know more what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying. Every day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will finish program, I will do program after that. I will do my own program to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's exposition. People begin to pay more interest and to begin to know what is going on. I will begin to expose Nigeria government. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will finish program, my own follows. Each time he was doing, if I come online and I see that he is coming online, I stop my program. I join his program. It has been like that. Even when he don't know me, even when I don't know him, we walked like that. The spirit connected until he brought me closer to himself. And then these stupid criminals everywhere, they begin to be jealous. Now let us listen to Soludo and let us know who are the criminals in this movement. We have chased them away. Soludo have taken a very dangerous step that if he do not retract, it is going to end very bad. And if you think all the bullet point I have given you today, go and check it. Everything I've said here is correct.
Nobody is naive to think that way. They will want to test the will. They will want to try put the fear of God in everybody by doing that. Today, this afternoon, they got to Oko, they wanted to attack the police station there. But of course, they were massively repelled in their exit. Of course, even one of their vehicles immobilized, and some of them with gunshots, wounds, running, and we are tracking them. It's a battle that isn't going to go away in one day, or even in 1 week, or in 1 month. But we're determined, and with a game plan to engage. And I'm happy that at least vast majority of the civil society, the population, is with us on this. That we've got to bring an end to this madness that is developed the land. Without it, nothing else.
So I was going to ask what you. I was going to ask what you've personally discovered or what your government have been able to decipher as far as the insecurity situation is concerned. But let me ask, because there have been insinuations that some of these activities have political undertone. Do you still hold that view?
Before the election, there were quite a bit of it, because some political parties thought that by, stoking up that area and having the election not to hold or sit at home on the day of the election, that will give them impetus to be able to write the results and so on. But that's now over. There is a criminal part of it.
You see, okay, let me allow him to speak.
And there is also the presumption, the allegations of IPOB and all of that. But IPOB has come out and emphatically stated, and I believe them, that they are no longer part of this criminal gang.
Are you hearing that? Soludo is literally, Soludo is literally addressing Biafrans that are sitting at home as criminals. I don't know whether you people understand what is going on here. Okay? Soludo literally addressing Biafrans as criminals. Addressing Biafrans as criminals. That the leadership have said they are not part of the, they are not part of the 10 sit at home, and it is now in the hand of criminals. So what Soludo is trying to tell you is that the people that are sitting at home now. Sorry about that. So what Soludo is trying to tell you now is that the people that are sitting at home are criminals. Before we go further, I want to ask Soludo one question. And I want you, Biafrans, to know one thing. You see, Soludo in-law is late Akunyele. Late Dr. Akunyele. According to the information, I'm not sure, but we were told that late Dr. Akunyele was Soludo's in-law. Dr. Akunyele was killed, murdered in cold blood in Anambra State. It was this during the election and campaign time. He was murdered, assassinated. The wife of Akunyeli, Dora Akunyeli, where Soludo has been having all this town hall meeting, in her memory, was assassinated by the Nigeria Fulani people for exposing that Yaradua died. They killed her. Now, build up to this election in Anambra State, they killed Dr. Akunyeli. And according to the information, he is Soludo's in-law. Now, don't be wondering, why am I mentioning Dr. Akunyeli? I am mentioning Dr. Akunyeli because Soludo as a governor, and he knows what Dr. Akunyeli and the late Dora Akunyeli represent in Igbo land. The status they attained before both of them were assassinated and killed. What every human being expected from this man called Soludo, who happens to be the in-law, according to the story. Please, I stand to be corrected. If he is not the in-law, please pardon me, but I was told that they are in-law. What this man ought to have done, if really that he is not dining with the Fulanis, is to set independent panel of inquiry. Panel of inquiry to look into who killed Dr. Akunyeli. Now he's the governor, right? If you think that this man, is in his right senses, if you think that this man is brainy, like all of you are carrying him, his brain is this. If you think that this man is smart and brainy and really pure, as a governor, by now, he should have gone into action. But the action he's doing to deceive you is to go to dirty. He should have set up, independent panel of inquiry to know who killed and assassinated Dr. Akunyeli. He may not find out at the end of the day, but let there be something going on. He cannot do it. He cannot do it because if he try it, Fulani will even if he is not real, even if it was to joke, even if he wanted to do the independent panel or panel of inquiry as April Fool, Fulani will take it very serious. The people that killed that man and killed the wife will come after him, and he knows who they are, but he cannot do that. So I want to challenge Soludo and challenge Ndanambara to ask Soludo, why is he not setting up the independent committee of inquiry, or whatever you can call it, to look into the assassination of Dr. Akunyeli? Every day Soludo goes to have town hall meeting in that Dr. Dora Akunyeli hall. The hall was named after her. Soludo goes there, and the Soludo have refused to set up inquiry to know, panel of inquiry to know and investigate what led to the assassination of this man. But here he is addressing Biafrans as criminals. And you may connect the dot why I'm making this statement. Connect the dot. He is here accusing Biafrans criminal. He is here saying everybody that is sitting at home is criminal. Yeah, they have hijacked it. IPOB have. Now, listen to him say that he is working with the criminals in DOS that Biafran has expelled. The same thing they did to Uwazurike. Listen to him.
As it were. And they are now working with us. And will probably
Did you hear that?
On actions in the next few days. Well.
Listen.
And they are now of IPOB and all of that in the election not to vote or sit at home on the day of the election. That will give them impetus to be able to write the results and so on. But that's now over. There is the criminal part of it. And there is also the presumption, the allegations of IPOB and all of that. But IPOB has come out and emphatically said it. And I believe them that they are no longer part of this criminal gang. as it were. And they're now working with us. And we'll probably see their own actions in the next few days, and the people are waiting to see what they can or cannot do.
You see, you hear that? He said that when he talk about IPOB, I do not know which IPOB he's talking about. But as far as I'm concerned, he is not talking to IPOB. He's not talking about the IPOB of 70 million Biafrans. He's talking about the criminals, DOS. Now, the criminal DOS told him that he's saying now that they are no longer part of the criminals. So, which means before they accepted the amnesty of Soludo, because what it means, forget this thing that the criminal Kano is coming to say, we cannot, they have already accepted the amnesty. What Soludo is telling you here now is that before they were part of the criminals, now they have repented from being criminal and they have accepted the amnesty of Soludo, and now they are working with Soludo after having collected the amnesty. And Soludo was now expecting to see some actions from these criminals that have repented and collected amnesty, so that in a few days, like then, we are going to see the actions of these criminals in DOS. And do you know what was the action? The action was to come and make a press statement tagging Simon Ekpa as a non-government. Look at Soludo. Chai. This man Chandum. Goes Soludo 419. So the action of the DOS is to come and write press release. Simon Ekpa gang, Simon Ekpa autopilot is responsible for the killing. Simon Ekpa and that one Soludo have said Simon Ekpa, Che, Jesus Christ. Negoro professor. Eh? Huh. You know one man called Fela Anokila Kuti, or how is it pronounced? Fela say, if you go to London and study and become professor, and then you come back to Nigeria, ordinary motor park person will cheat you with all your education. Ordinary somebody in motor park will cheat you. We use your brain and scatter your brain. Ordinary person in motor park who didn't go to school will cheat you. And that fella is really something. Fella is somebody. He's a man. Fela said, I don't know how he sing the music, but I know all of you know what I'm talking about. He said, you go to London, you study, you become doctor, you become professor. If you come back to Nigeria, ordinary Akarasela will cheat you with all your education and all your brain. That is what has happened to Soludo. You can imagine where illiterate are having meeting with Soludo, and they deceive Soludo, and Soludo believe them. Soludo believe that they are the one in charge of Biafra. Soludo believe that they have now embraced amnesty and they are no longer criminals. Soludo now want them to do action. And like I said, the action they are going to do is that we know that they are going to compile them and Biafrans are going to fight them when the time comes. Soludo think that they are now giving them money and giving them gun and also to start fighting. What Soludo is going to do is to give them guns to start fighting each other and killing each other. It is going to happen. But land of Biafra will never allow anybody who stand by the truth to be killed by all this sellout and criminals. It will never happen. So you can imagine a whole professor. A whole professor is being cheated by ordinary Kano Takano. Kano Takano that didn't go to school is cheating a whole professor. Or is it a Chinasa Nworu, the criminal in Kuwait that cannot even write his name, is cheating Soludo, promising Soludo. Yeah, look at the people that are cheating Soludo, and the Soludo is coming here to brag how they have left the criminality, how they have converted and accepted amnesty. If it is not that they have accepted that to be criminals and now they have repented, why is Soludo saying what he's saying? Listen to him.
to join us. And we called on them on the day of our inauguration that if you are not part of this, come out and join us to build a livable and prosperous homeland. So I see, parts of this. Of course, within the agitation movement, we have to agree that there are now factions.
Okay, now he have to agree. Soludo say he have to agree now that there are factions. I have told Soludo there is no faction in IPOB. There is no faction in Biafra movement. No faction. Soludo say that he have to agree. We need to refresh. One moment. So you see, welcome back. Soludo said that, oh my goodness. He said that sit at home is madness. Sit at home is madness. Let us hear him.
And we called on them on the day of our inauguration that if you are not part of this, come out and join us to build a livable and prosperous homeland. So I see, parts of this. Of course, within the agitation movement, we have to agree that there are now factions. There are various factions that.
He said he have to now agree there are factions. That is no faction. That's what I told you.
There is one led by one guy in Finland called Simon Ekpa or something.
He said there is one led by someone in Finland called Simon Ekpa. So that is what the criminals told you. There is one led. No one is being led by Simon Ekpa somewhere in Finland. Simon is the spokesperson for Biafra people. I am speaking for Biafra people, and I will continue to speak until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out with Biafra or come out to join us, and let us continue from where we stop. So for now, if you think that Simon Ekpa is lying, go and continue to deal with your criminals. Give them amnesty. They have accepted amnesty. They are accepted to be criminals, and that's what they are. We are not criminals. We are law-abiding citizens. We are professionals. We know our right, and we know what is right and what is wrong. We are fighting for the independent state of Biafra, and we are fighting for self-determination. We are going to defend our land, and we are defending our land. And if you think you are coming to kill us, we will defend either with gun, machete, or whatever we have. And that's exactly what we are doing. You do not expect us when people in Kaduna are running away, so that we allow our women to be killed. No, that time is over. If you listen to the prayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I played from the beginning, that was the reason the Eastern Security Network was set up, to protect our land. And they have done that job. So Soludo, Simon Ekpa is not leading any faction. We don't have any faction. What we have is Indigenous People of Biafra. Like I have said before, IPOB are the people, and the people are IPOB. And we are now under autopilot, automatically piloted. So I only speak for Biafra, and I speak on behalf of Biafra. And I believe that Biafra know, they have come to understand that I'm genuine, and they have come to understand that everything I say is for the best interest of Biafra people and for the best interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, for those who say, where is the legal team? Where is the autopilot legal team? Autopilot do not need to have a separate legal team, because we are not faction. When you say, where is your this, where is it? We don't need to have a separate anything. No. Everything we are doing is going to work for good for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and good for Biafra. So those who are, we have told the legal team, if you don't have money, come to us. We are going to give you money. when the time comes. If your money finishes, come to us. We'll give you money. And we already see that some people are sending money to other people, other lawyers, and all that. That happened, although we are going to, is something that we're going to leave for a different another day. So what we are saying is that every activities we are doing now, the civil disobedience, the sit at home, is going to help the legal team as well. That is what is going on. So when you sit at home, it also help the legal team. It help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It help create the atmosphere and the public interest that Nigeria must look into. It will help to create that awareness and the impression that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one of the most important person, if not the most important person, in Biafra land today, especially in Southeast. Let us just say Southeast so that it will not, in the entire Southeast. So the federal government must understand that the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become the issue of public interest, and he don't have control over this. That's why we say we are not going to take order from him anymore until he come out. If he come out, he will give order, will follow. But for now, we're not going to take order from him so that they will not turn around and say, he's there giving order. He's there. No, he's not giving order. Even when he say he don't want people to sit at home, people are sitting at home. People are creating the public interest that is there in Nigeria Constitution, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. He did not commit crime. So Alenoro Kolo, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you for that. And all those people that have given super chat, we appreciate you. Sorry that I don't mention you. Truth is winning. Over 5,000 on YouTube alone, 5,500 on YouTube. We are now 20,000 people watching live and direct. This is awesome, and we have not getting to 2 hours. I'm going to end the program. I'm going to end the program because now we are, we have entered a different phase of this particular awareness. It does not matter those who say it is not viewers, it is not public followers, it is not social media followers that matters and all that. I wonder who you want to talk to. If you cannot have people to watch you, if you cannot have even 100 people to watch you, and you are just consoling yourself, it is not social media followers that matters. If you are not talking sense, if you have nothing to say, nobody will watch you. So just accept that you are a failure, that you will come online, you have no content. The only thing you do is to talk about Simon Ekpa. The only thing you do is to bring one baby and say Simon Ekpa. The God we worship is already dealing with you. And before you know it, nobody will watch you again. I was telling you people from the 28th of February. I said, after this 28th of February, go to their program. You are going to see one day you will go there, nobody will watch them. It is happening. Is it not happening? Those people that were using Simon Ekpa to do all manner of program, when you go to their program before 28th February, you will see 400 people, you will see 500 people, you will see even 800 people. Go to their program now, you cannot see 100. And it is going to go like that until it goes down. I am telling you, they will come and they will sit alone and nobody will watch them. I have observed one that I come across and only one person was watching. And that person is me. And I don't use fake profile. I don't use fake profile. So I'm not like those that use fake. No. If I watch you, I will tell you, I will comment that I'm watching your program. Sometime I went to some of them, I type, please bring me in, I'm watching your program. The person will be saying it's a fake. This is not Simon Ekpa. I will look at, I say it is me. Bring me in. I want to appear on your program. They will never believe me because once I go there, it is only 20 persons watching. And when I go there, comment, before you know it, 200 people will be watching. I will say, bring me. I want to comment. They say, this person is fake. It's not Simon Ekpa. Some people will go to my profile, click the profile and say, it's real, bring him, And before you know it, the program will go. A lot of people, it happen like that. So I don't watch with fake profile. I watch with my profile, my real profile. So I follow them. I want to know whether the Amomamburu on Alokolo, I want to know whether that prophet I give, whether it is working, the prophecy, whether it is working. So I go to check the programs and I see that only one person is watching this one, only 20 person is watching this one, only 50 is watching that one. Even the one that bring baby as tying himself, the day he was doing that baby, it was only 80 people that was watching him and all that. I'm following all of them. So don't think that I'm not seeing them. I will see, I pretend that I'm not, I am there, and you are going to see my name. If I comment, you see Simon Ekpa enter Biafra. I will come. Although now the Facebook have restricted me, so I will not be able to comment. Who knows until further notice. So thank you very much for your super chat, divine warrior. I appreciate you for your super chat. Cyril, also thank you. You have entered the next phase of your calling. Best buckle up. We are buckling up very much, and there is no going back on that. I don't know why Cyril. Okay, Cyril, divine warrior. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. And of course, tomorrow we are going to come with the video of Andy Uba and the video of Raf Wazirike, so that some of you will understand what I explained today. You know, our own is practical. We come with practical, and we teach you, and you are going to understand that thing that you didn't understand before. So tomorrow is going to be another practical, where we are going to bring the Andy Uba's video, you know, the Andy Uba's video, where Andy Uba was telling the BBC how he went to Raf Wazirike with his commanders. That is exactly what they want to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are very strong, we are resolute, we are not backing down, and we are just starting. Chrissy, I will rise, shine, for my light had come. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. So to avoid all of you pouring the super chat to cause confusion, I am going to end the broadcast today. Thank you very much. It is not time to come here and spend hours and 4 hours. No, a lot of things are going on. We're having meeting upon meeting and all that. So things are moving, and we are moving forward. So it is not time to come and have 3 hours. I need to have a very short hour and a very quality program, where that so that people that after the program you can watch it and not waste much time. So on this note, I say may God bless all of you. May God bless Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released, and it's going to come out. It does not matter. But somebody say, if this is what God wants, so that a lot of things will happen in his absence, it is the will of God. He's going to join us at the appropriate time. But we must not allow criminals to succeed, although we have succeeded in kicking them away, and we'll continue to kick them. Tell Soludo we are not criminals, and we are never going to be criminals. Tell Soludo if he know any criminal, he should go after the criminals and leave Biafra the hell alone. Thank you very much. Tell Soludo that he should also set up inquiry to know who killed his in-law. We need to know. They assassinated him during his campaign. He was in Anambra. They killed him in Anambra. And him, as a governor now, should know what to do. And tell Soludo that I have already exposed him, that he was part of the economic team when Nigeria borrowed money from China, when they want to borrow money from China, and they excluded Ndi Igbo in that borrowing plan. Soludo was part of it. And he can never serve the interests of Ndi Igbo. He have come to serve the interests of Fulani. That is why he is waging war against Sit at Home. And he knows what Sit at Home stand for in Biafra restoration. And we're never going to allow him to succeed. I stand up for all of you and say, may God bless all of you. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Good night. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ESN. And may God bless Sunday Igboho and all Oduduwa agitators. May God bless Ambazonians. May God bless all warriors of Ambazonians and Dr. Cho Ayaba. For the very first time, I'm mentioning your name, and ask God to bless you as well. Bless you all, and see you tomorrow. I love you.